Oh, no good. Sorry for a second. I should change place. No. Okay, so sorry for some little technical problem. Now we're online as people. I am Chinghiz together with you as people. Today, November 5th, 2023. And before your eyes, by help and aid from Western countries, most developed countries, leaders, Israel apartheid state fascist government launched genocide against Palestinian people. In Gaza, and also we know in West Bank, they also increased their ethnic cleansing attacks backed by Israel authority settlement sharply increased their attack for remove indigenous people, the Palestinians, from their land in West Bank. Using this situation when officially, again, I repeatedly saying that Israel fascist government launched genocide against Palestinian people in Gaza, aiding and helping by United States of America, Britain, European Union, particularly Germany, France, and other countries. Genocide most inhumane crime. And our reality, today's reality of world, this when these countries of democracies, countries rule of laws, strategy of liberty with torch of liberty, democracy. They aiding and helping genocide before your very eyes, Earth's people. I think before this no wars. This is not about history. History was many atrocities, genocides too. But we in 21st century, after World War II, New World Order, peace, stability, as they means this Western country democracy call it that. World rule. And they themselves broke these laws, international norm laws, which was created after World War II as New World Order. Human rights, never again means genocide or such crimes, war crimes, massacres. If some country worldwide, country authorities committed such crimes, there was action against them. United Nations Security Council, General Assembly, there are sanctions, punishment, measures. It tried protect this international law norm, protect this world order. But before your eyes, again, I repeatedly saying that same countries aided, helping Israel fascist government on the genocidal atrocities, genocidal attack against Palestinians in Gaza, ethnic cleansing, siege. In short period of time, after October 7, they already lost number, more than 9,000 killed. These international backed figures. And number of children which killed officially, confirmed verified. More than 4,000, and children who remain under Rabbe means killed children, their body under Rabbe. Approximately figures there 5,300. These figures very near, very highly likely correct, very near to truth. It's not fake, it's not fake, it's no propaganda figure for prevent, for stop, using for stop these atrocities, not the true figures. Like these figures, Western countries, leaders or not, these figures plus minus correct figures. More than 4,000 children. Continuation of that, this genocide attack. And United States authority even increasing their support to Israel. They, in Congress, they are in House Representatives passed bill 14 billion is plus 14.3 billion to Israel. And the Israel genocide committed and continued do. And America even giving more money to Israel and more military aid to Israel, bombs, rockets, which actively used by fascist authority of Netanyahu against Palestinian people, civilians in Gaza, as one of the two kill, exterminate Palestinian people. And also they are annually more than $3 billion already years, decade or years. 3.4 billion annual. This also continue to go to Israel. And the American authority, Joe Biden administration, try to show themselves as they care about civilians, about Palestinians, saying, hey, Netanyahu government, generals, defense ministers all day, low casualties, but continue do, but try kill, but not so much, this not so good. And even when they're saying that, they're not red line words, nothing. Same words, but no, they are red line, no, there are some other measures. If you will not stop, I will use measures. It is this not on table, not on agenda. Same Britain, same EU, same. Genocide. They are genocide. Joe Biden in Gaza Strip happening genocide. And you, president, all this will bind to you, to your name. Your pathetic, your administration, pathetic attempt, blah, blah, about humanitarian aid to Palestinians. This not will work. This nothing. This nothing. When Netanyahu authority increasing the bombardment, directly targeted civilians for exterminate Palestinian people, and remaining should be removed from Gaza to Egypt. And this directly binded to your name, Joe Biden. Why you think this not should be? When you again supported Israel, giving even planning give more money, more support, when before your eyes Israel commit genocide and continuation of that, committing genocide. Your blah blah about Israel have right defense itself. How this possible? For defense itself, they can launch genocide. But there are international law, written law, Joe Biden, read. United States also should respect and allow this written international law and norms. United States part of that, part of civilization and this international law to all countries. People are using this code mode for protect some very small little remaining my opportunity using this tablet for show you these videos or take screenshots from YouTube or Twitter, which I temporarily continue use. They attacked that. I'm talking about that. They try block that. Huh? This. Try block. How they intervene into Chinghiz life. Try do this impossible. I using maybe this last opportunity using some code mode. Why they can maybe if we not will act. This other thing, but about they can block this too. But remain and I continue use this tablet. And here importance. About international law, Joe Biden and your circle, evil, satanic. Jake Sullivan, Anthony Blinken, and Congress, same evil, satanic. Chuck Schumer and others. About Republicans, I even not saying they 90% this satanic evil. Today's Republicans. And in speaker election on House, you see that. There no matter who. McCarthy, there was before who from Republicans. Same after McCarthy, there was attempt for Jordan, come to this another condom there. Fascist, undeniably evil, satanic Marais, Mark Johnson. Have difference there. Not of course. This United States true face come online before Earth people when Israel fascist authority of apartheid state launched genocide against Palestinians for exterminate them. So I'm reading international law. Listen, Joe Biden. Francesca Albanese, United Nations Special Rapporteur of Palestinian occupied territory. On Israel's self-defense. 1. Under international law, Israel's actions in Gaza cannot qualify as self-defense. See threat. And we are reading. I commend legal scholars as Ardil M. says, profile name, who powerfully challenge Israel's self-defense narrative. And this Ardi İmzeyiz, Al Jazeera English interview in YouTube. He is scholar of international law. And not only they are Jewish scholars. They are others nationalities worldwide. American scholars too. Same. Because written what they are written. This about that. And scholars which they using this law and saying truths and revealing how Israel apartheid state fascist government by the fake lie try deny international law and norms by their interpretations. Francesca Albanese continue. In international law, self-defense is a term of art with a narrower meaning than in common language. Under Article 51 of United Nations Charter, self-defense means 1. Legitimate use of force. Second, by a state to protect itself against an attack. And third, from another state. This one who concreticos, okay, my English, reading. And the article, repeating, and the Article 51 of United Nations Charter, self-defense means legitimate use of force by a state to protect itself against an attack from another state. This United Nations Charter. She continued. Under Article 51, use of force in self-defense is permissible solely to repel an armed attack by another state. Threats from armed groups from within occupied territory give state the right to protect itself, but not to wage war against the state from which the armed group emanates. In line with established International Court of Justice jurisprudence, in the case of the occupied territory of Palestine, Israel cannot invoke their right to self-defense under the United Nations Charter against threats emanating from the territory it occupies and against the protected Palestinian population. Protected because they are international law when population under occupation. By this law, protected Palestinian who are under occupation. Israel occupied territory, they are no state, occupied territory. There are some groups resisting using even terror method, as Israel much more time did against Palestinians. In this point, I again say, based on fact check, Israel terrorist state. I recall docs were written first terror action attack in Israel Palestine. You know, this not using word conflict. This not enough. More than conflict. This again from start. Israel decided from Nakba, 1948. Israel decided by ethnic cleansing, by genocide, kill, remove from this Palestinian lands indigenous people, Palestinians. But first, terror attack happening in Lebanon, Beirut, before Palestinian Authority, OPLA, Yasser Arafat time, office, apartment, by car bombs. Many civilians will die. Lebanese. The terror attack, the first, was committed by Israel Mossad. So, first terror attack was launched by Israel. Of course, they're denying. Of course, there was Mossad operation, spy operation. But dogs, confirmed verified dogs, their names, Mossad officers, generals. Not only Mossad, there are other Israel organizations have. And even they planning explode stadium in Lebanon. Also for that reason. But last time when they plan failed, they stopped that. And after that, we know Israel very actively was using terror method against Palestinians. And Joe Biden, I'm mainly talking directly to you now in today's Chinghiz life. And Palestinians have a right for defense itself. They under attack, their territory occupied, their resistance, and they start to use sometimes same method which was started used and used by Israel authority. And we call it such attack terror attack. You all deny what Israel did, and you all start point daytime, intifada time, Palestinians as terrorists. And this policy not was changed. Even today, based on this, your decade of years decision, by any cost, back Israel, come to already to this level when Israel, before Earth people eyes, committing genocide against Palestinians, already openly. Undeniably. Yes. I will end tweet from Francesca Albanese. She continued. Also, the illegal occupation of the West Bank, East Jerusalem, and the blockade of the Gaza Strip cannot be justified as self-defense. Of course not. Complying with international law and ending its forever occupation is an important step to ensure Israel's effective defense and protection. Ended, entered. This Francesca Albanese shortly show you, Mr. President, to you too, what written in international law and norm. There are no blah blah, not a place, blah blah about self-defense. Hamas attack, terror attack, we all see that, these horrible videos. Terror attack is terror attack. But this attack was happening not in vacuum, Mr. President. Not in vacuum. Decade of years. 100,000 totally, starting from Nakba, 1948. 100,000 killed. Palestinians killed by Israel. And now using this Hamas very strange attack against Israel territory, into Israel territory. Strange means their in border not was weakened border protection by Israel. They are not army enough. They are not intelligence. Mossad failed, huh? Iran enough far from Palestine, distance from Israel. Iran fully under Israel intelligence control. But what in Gaza, which decades of years, they are already coming to 2 decades, huh? Fully blockade. All food, even food or other goods. How many should go to Gaza? Huh? This also ghetto. But in the 21st century, we in 21st century, this should be matter. We're not in 1940s. And all green light, blah blah, self-defense, they all terrorists, Palestinians not have right protect itself, not have right resist. How they can? How they can? Are killing the occupied? Good. If they're resisting terrorists, block them, kill them, exterminate them, nuke them. Official Netanyahu cabinet minister. Nuke them. He said, in option. They can. They can. They even doing same thing as nuke it, using nuke bomb. If you watching these videos, how Gaza Strip, Gaza City, Jabalia, north part of Gaza, even south part of Gaza, you're seeing this as using their nuke, such power. Maybe only not radiation, maybe. Because they are Passporus bomb also using. Most of them made in USA. Made in USA. And United States authorities even planning give more to Israel. Why? Why United States, leader country in the world, country of democracy, democratic institutions, country rule of law based on democracy, democratic institutions, human rights, etc., come under Israel. How this happened? This already happened. What happened in this? And why? I repeatedly said that and saying that. Why? United States political establishment fully controlled by Rothschild and Co. What I say is based on docs, confirmed, verified docs. By schemes, by lobby schemes, lobby company, by media, by donors, donations in politics, big money in politics, big and dark money in politics. And such law was passed in United States many times, hiddenly, silently. And now come to level when all legal billionaires, all linked to the Rothschild, of course. Rothschild, boss, undeniable. Donation, Republican Party, Democrat Party. You will deny that. Election coming. And not only this, they are additional. and we give the money directly, individually, to pockets, not only to party. And signal button and media too involved button by Rothschild. Self-defense all back by any cause. And United States, great country, under Israel. All destroyed. American leadership, American national security system, American interest, American losing. World waking up. It's not saying what was before decades ago, during decades of years ago. It's different what today happened. It's different. United States losing his leadership. And you will see in practice what this means. But United States can prevent, not too late. I say that can prevent all that. United States can stand with international law, norm, world order as leader country, demand from Israel stop this genocide immediately. Ceasefire immediately. Not temporarily. And after that, launch laws. When you call it Hamas terrorists, you shall call Netanyahu government terrorists, as you call it Putin government terrorists. You shall, United States, ally countries. But you call it that or not, this not means Earth people and absolute majority of nations not will call Israel terrorist state. Already time for that. Israel terrorist state, and we should name it Israel by this word, by this definition. Israel terrorist state, Israel government, terrorist government, committing terrorism, now committing genocide. There are many facts officially. Thank you. Asad Rehman. Anyone who has worked to uphold human rights will tell you that the genocidal statements being made by Israel echo those that were made in Bosnia, Rwanda, etc. But the shocking fact is not that they are made, but that our politicians, means political leaders, refuse to even condemn them. And that's true. Even they not condemning Israel genocidal attack. And Asar Rehman replied to Mehdi Hassan tweet. And Mehdi Hassan tweeted. And the video I will show you. Mehdi Hassan. Israel ministers, parliamentarians, generals, president, human animal Herzog, and all this is who here into that words. Ministers, parliamentarians who involved. We know Herzog involved. Generals, we know, and President Herzog. And Prime Minister Netanyahu, of course, have all said stuff about Gaza that sounds genocidal to a lot of experts on genocide. I laid out the evidence on the Mehdi Hassan show. Israeli officials in their own words. And I will show you this video, short video. Watch and listen, Joe Biden. They're lying to you. They're lying you, misleading you. They're not respecting you.
When it comes to quote-unquote intent in the context of the Genocide Convention, listen to what Israeli politicians and generals themselves have said. Cabinet ministers like Yoav Gallant, the defense minister, who said Israel was fighting human animals and ordered a complete siege on the Gaza Strip, no electricity, no food, no fuel. Or Energy Minister Israel Katz, who said no electrical switch will be turned on in Gaza, no water pump will be open, and no fuel truck will enter until the Israeli abductees are returned home. Or Heritage Minister Amichai Ilahu, who said blow up and flatten everything in the north of Gaza and give that land to Israeli settlers. Or Israeli President Isaac Herzog, who suggested that the innocent civilian population of Gaza, 2.3 million people, half of them children, weren't so innocent because they could have risen up against Hamas. Members of Benjamin Netanyahu's governing party in the Israeli Knesset, like Rev. Tal Gottlieb, who called for the use of a quote-unquote doomsday weapon to flatten Gaza without mercy. Serving and retired Israeli generals like Ghassan Alian, who also referred to animals in Gaza and said there will only be destruction. You wanted hell? You will get hell. Or Giora Ireland, who wrote that Israel needs to create a humanitarian crisis in Gaza, and Gaza will become a place where no human being can exist. Where no human being can exist. And if you think that's bad, just listen to the man in charge of Israel's government and military speaking on Saturday.
You must remember what Amalek has done to you, says our Holy Bible, and we do remember, and we are fighting.
That was Prime Minister Netanyahu invoking a biblical story in which the Israelites were told to exterminate, to literally kill all the men, women, and children from an ancient tribe called Amalek. Not a great reference when we're debating accusations of possible genocidal intent, I think we can all agree.
And now about Netanyahu. Before grand operation launching. He referred to Amalek. I already said that.
You must remember what Amalek has done to you, says our Holy Bible, and we do remember and we are fighting. Our brave troops and combatants who are now in Gaza or around Gaza and in all other regions in Israel are joining this chain of Jewish heroes, a chain that has started 3,000 years ago from Joshua ben Nun until the heroes of 1948, the Six-Day War, the 73 October War, and all other wars in this country. Our hero troops, they have one supreme main goal: to completely defeat the murderous enemy and to guarantee our existence in this country. We've always said, never again. Never again is now.
Never again. Calm down, Netanyahu. Fascist, terrorist. They even try to use Holocaust. There was in United Nations General Assembly, Israel envoy with team, David Starr, Hitler was using again them. Evil. Fascist, terrorist state of Israel even try to use Holocaust. Try to destroy victims. Remembrance of victims of Holocaust. By day, genocide, terrorist action. They don't care about, as we know, undeniably, they don't care about Holocaust victims when their interests demand that. Never again and genocide. They will say never again such crimes against humanity. Never again genocide. Netanyahu using these words exactly when he launched genocide. This satanic evil, this ultra-right of Israel political establishment, today's government. I know majority of Israel people against that policy, and Jewish across the world, majority, I'm talking about majority, undeniably, President Joe Biden, undeniably, absolute majority of Jewish people around the world into United States of America too, against this genocidal attack against Palestinian people, and absolute majority of them called for immediate ceasefire. And they all rejecting today's Israel fascist government. But you try, continue, aid, help the terrorist government of Israel, these war criminals, these world criminals, Netanyahu and co. About Holocaust. Hotspot tweeting. Quote, when the Nazis gassed the Jews, the world was silent. Now the world is silent while Jewish Israelis harass, humiliate, and steal land from the Palestinians. Auschwitz survivor speaks out against Israel's human rights violations. The tweet from Norman Finkelstein. Hashtag not in our name. Not in our name. The Jewish worldwide, absolute majority Jewish. American Jewish too, absolute majority. They slogan, they demand, not in our name. And this video.
And what is happening now in Israel towards the Palestinians is exactly the opposite. It's exactly the opposite. They treat them like vermin. They talk about them in terms. I mean, like for instance, the chief of staff of the Israeli army recently. The Palestinians are a cancerous growth. I mean, that type of talking is exactly the opposite, and is actually like Nazi talking. That's what was said about me when I was a boy, a Jewish boy in Germany, under the Nazis. No, when the Nazis gassed the Jews, the world was silent. Now, the world is silent while the Jews or the Israeli harass, humiliate, and steal away land from the Palestinians. And the world is silent. And I want to awake the world, because any criticism on the policies of Israel is hampered and made impossible by a terrible trick and crime of Israeli propaganda, that any criticism on the politics of Israel comes out, is induced by anti-Semitic feelings. And our main purpose is to show to the world that we are Jews and we are conscious Jews, and we want to show that you must criticize Israel if you at all want anything good for the Jews in the world, because what Israel is doing is destroying the Jewish world and the Jewish heritage.
Probably this video was before October 7, but what he's saying, and his position very strong, how he against Jewish extremist fascist government. Auschwitz survivor, Holocaust survivor. About their plan, the Al Jazeera. What in their plan? They plan by this genocide, of course, Israel Authority Plan, aided by United States, not be fooled. United States and ally, particular Britain, particular. Genocide, ethnic cleansing, they all should be removed from Gaza to Egypt. This land should be fully occupied and annexed by Israel, Gaza. And West Bank already, I say, East Jerusalem already, you can say, very near. Was remain Gaza, and they use this plan. Again, Netanyahu is Mossad, and Netanyahu himself knew and can prevent this Hamas attack. President Biden, I think you know, you have info about that from your CIA, FBI. Netanyahu knew previously. Israel authority was able to prevent that. But they not only not prevent it, they even do anything for this attack from terrorist attack from Hamas happened. Why? For that reason. After that, genocide, ethnic cleansing, and they taking land. Leveling place as this human animal of United States, Lindsey Graham, senator, called for that. Level land, level place. It's genocide, genocide. Kill all them. And they plan based on docs. Al Jazeera,
What do we know about the Al Ahli Arab Hospital massacre? Al Jazeera has verified a timeline of events of how news of this massacre unfolded across social media. On Tuesday, 17th October at around 6:59 p.m., a massive explosion ripped through the Al Ahli Arab Hospital in Gaza. This video, filmed from outside the hospital, captures the first sounds of ordnance whirring through the air and the subsequent explosions. Almost immediately, multiple eyewitnesses take to social media to describe the scenes of a massacre with hundreds of bodies scattered in the aftermath. Many images are too graphic to broadcast. At 8:23 p.m., the Israeli Prime Minister's social media advisor, Hanania Naftali, celebrated the bombing by saying Israeli Air Force struck a Hamas terrorist base inside a hospital in Gaza. A multiple number of terrorists are dead. He then deleted the tweet. The Israeli army were quick to deny having anything to do with the attack on the hospital and tweeted, "The Palestinian Islamic Jihad terrorist organization is responsible for the failed shooting that hit the hospital." Along with the tweet, they posted CCTV footage reportedly confirming rockets being launched by the Palestinian Islamic Jihad. One glaring problem with the footage they shared was the timestamp. The CCTV feed displays a timestamp of 7:59 p.m., which was approximately 1 hour after the impact. The IDF then edited the tweet and removed the attached footage. Other Israeli army affiliated accounts also began circulating footage which was later debunked and confirmed to be from August 2022. Another Twitter account claimed to be an Al Jazeera journalist at Farida Khan, saying, "I saw with my own eyes it was Hamas, Ayash 250 rocket." This account was then deactivated after it proved to be fake.
The Al Jazeera network acted swiftly, releasing this statement on X, formerly known as Twitter. This account has no ties to Al Jazeera, its views, or content. So, what other evidence is there of the explosion? The Israeli army claims footage on Al Jazeera proves the explosion at Al Ahli Arab Hospital was due to a failed rocket launch by Palestinian Islamic Jihad. After analyzing the footage, we can see a rocket being intercepted and breaking apart in midair. Two more explosions follow. The first can be seen in the distance, followed by a second, much larger explosion at Al Ahli Arab Hospital. This was the moment hundreds were killed. Al Jazeera's digital investigation team has dedicated a detailed investigation into the matter. Independent military and weapons experts are still reviewing social media footage and eyewitness accounts. The Israeli army still refuses to let international journalists or independent bodies such as the ICC from entering Gaza to act as independent investigators. The claims and counterclaims continue, and across social media, unverified and misleading assertions have become part of a wider narrative. Much of it confusing and inaccurate, but all of it aimed at assigning blame without the facts to back it up.
This about Al Ahli Hospital, how was attacked by terrorist government of Israel. Many people there died. There are different figures. In one was 500, later more correctly 2 and 3 approximately, because under rubble there remain bodies. And so there another genocidal attack, war crime by fascist terrorist government authority of Israel, bombing hospitals, the clearly war crime. But there was other video about dogs. These dogs was how America part of this ethnic cleansing. In Congress, their bill, they're planning finance this ethnic cleansing. Bill planning push Egypt authority open Rafah cross-border gate, and giving money means good opportunity for Palestinians leave Gaza, come to Egypt. This clearly, undeniably financing of ethnic cleansing of Palestinians, cleansing of Gaza from Palestinians. United States even doing that. They should be stalled in Congress. Also, this bill for give more money to Israel should be stopped by Senate, which passed by House, 14.3 billion. They should be stalled there. There should be American action for stop the genocide. This annually $3.4 billion for Israel should be freezed. I call Joe Biden for that. Immediately, without delay, push Israel terrorist authority, stop the genocide. For that, also use these measures, freeze aid to Israel, annual aid. And this attempt from Congress should be also rejected. Same should do other ally countries. Britain, European Union, and European Union members, they should freeze their aid to terrorist authority of Israel. Terrorist is terrorist. Ceasefire now, because they are genocide. They are happening genocide. Other hospitals also targeted, ambulance they are targeted. Al-Shifa. Kenneth wrote, even if we accept the face value that Hamas has a command center on the Gaza Al-Shifa hospital, despite the lack of evidence provided, the Israeli military is still prohibited from attacking military targets that would cause disproportionate civilians harm, as this would. International law also saying that. Lancet Hospital, this view, war crime and part of genocide. Here also a video from Joy Ann, MSNBC. Sorry, where it is. This one. Yeah, MSNBC. Listen.
And given these bombings are being done using our tax dollars, perhaps we should ask some questions. For example, how does bombing a densely populated land strip filled 50% with children constitute self-defense? How does bombing hospitals, churches, mosques, and UN schools constitute self-defense? Well, you say if Hamas fighters are hiding in the hospital using the civilians as human shields, okay, let's say they are. Are you arguing that flattening the hospital and killing newborns in their incubators and their moms in the NICU, cancer patients, someone with a broken leg, the doctors, nurses, and just the women and kids hiding in the hospital, that's not a war crime? Because you would be wrong, according to international law.
Correct and concrete. Blinken in Senate. Joe Biden, watch. This is your Secretary of State. And there are people in fully blooded hand. They call it Blinken, this. Because particularly Blinken and Sullivan aided very actively the genocide, Israeli genocide against Palestinians in Gaza. For example, one of many factors of genocide, this heavily building area in Jabalia refugee camp. residential buildings. This red one is no small, huh? How many there are buildings? Look how many there are buildings. Fully destroyed. Approximately 6 tons of bomb. Fully. Here. Above and below. Above, before, below, after. Same place. Above, before, and below, fully destroyed. They are half of them children. Half of them children killed by terrorist, fascist authority of Israel, by human animals. I repeatedly using these words because they use these words against entire Palestinian people. Only human animals can do that. And they're acting as human animals. They launch a genocide against Palestinians. Joe Biden, watch. The children. It's all children. All children killed by Netanyahu, who called them Amalek. Tweet from Jason Hickel. The BBC confirms that Israeli forces have bombed safety zones in South Gaza, where they told Palestinians to evacuate to. Not once or twice, repeatedly bombed. Confirmed, verified. They go to South, safe, not to touch you. And they are mass bombardment on South. All definition of genocide. Youssef Munayyer tweeting. Humanity suspended. No better descriptor for Western policy toward Palestinians. And Youssef Munayyer replying to tweet from Muhammad Simri. Body of Palestinian child remained like this for 12 hours in Gaza due to heavy bombing. And I will show you this video. Watch Joe Biden, United States President. Dogs. children, again children, more than 5,000, Joe Biden, and continuation, coming, continue, counting. And you're aiding America. You're aiding. Undeniable. You're this blah blah about humanitarian aid. Nothing. If they are Israel authority, your ally, even increasingly continue genocide. More than 5,000 children. Confirmed, more than 4,000. Confirmed, verified, and counting. Across the world, mass protest demonstration. This Al Jazeera English, but there are many, even others, TV channels in Europe, not about this Al Jazeera. Somebody can say, hey, this Al Jazeera. Not. This worldwide. American TV channels, British, BBC 2, France 24, Germany, etc., etc. Fact check. 10,000 of people have marched in Washington, D.C. in support of Palestine, demanding an end to Israel bombardment of the besieged Gaza Strip. The U.S., United States, has resisted calls to support a ceasefire despite the soaring Palestinian death toll. And the video.
'To call for a ceasefire. We need to stop the suffering that's happening in Gaza and all the children that been, they're dying and being massacred and butchered. Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame
He continues to side on the wrong side of history and on the wrong side of humanity. And so I think come 2024, it will be very difficult for him to come to a mosque or come to a church where Arabs pray and to ask for their support. Very much so. Very much so.
Children plus have been killed by U.S.-funded Israeli missile strikes. How many more need to happen? How many more people and children need to be killed?
And this worldwide, again, in Australia, in Berlin, in London, in Paris, in Rome, in Washington, in Philadelphia, worldwide. In Muslim countries too, of course, in Turkey, in Pakistan, in worldwide. Fully support for ceasefire, fully support Palestinians existence. Right for existence. Right for exist. And this. Direct to Joe Biden. David Carroll. Probably, David Carroll tweeting, probably the last and final year of democracy in the USA as we know it, because too many voters and journalists still think there are normal choices to make. And here, choices. New York Times and Siena College polls. Nevada, Trump 52, Biden 41. This. Michigan, Republican plus 10%. 10% Joe Biden in Nevada. In Michigan, plus 5% to Republican. Trump 48, Biden 43. These swing states. It's about swing states. Georgia, Republican, plus 6%. Trump 49, Biden 43. Pennsylvania 4% to Republican. Again, Trump lead over Biden, 48 to 44. Arizona 5% to Republican, 49 and 44. And Wisconsin, Democrats plus 2. Biden 47, Trump 45. Only Joe Biden. They are not about Trump. It's about Republican Joe Biden. Realize that finally. Trump commit crimes, will jail it. He not will run, can't. He commit very serious crimes and will jail it. So there will another Republican. DeSantis or there who, I don't know which one, was nominee from Republican. Clean here. Yeah, they are not Trump, any Republican candidate, any. Same percentage today. Already 1 year since, even less. Today, less 1 year since 2024, means until election day in America, 2024. Are you overwhelmingly losing Joe Biden? Why? Why are you doing that? Which reason? You announce you will run. Are you doing anything for lose? Why are you doing that? I try say what's happening, who actually ruled the world truly, and how they take control on the world and rule the system down, this financial system, how they using this tactic already centuries, be everywhere, this doing possible control effectively, including United States political establishment, including and this grave wrong position from America and allies, which by any cost sided with fascist authority, terrorist authority of Israel, and back it even today, not yet, no ceasefire, doing possible the genocide in Gaza. And of course, who will vote to them? Who will vote to Joe Biden, who back it aided genocide? They're thinking that. Who president? Joe Biden. Who there? Blinken, Sullivan. Now this means Joe Biden. And they again, no matter who, Trump their name or DeSantis, this about Republicans. They now take advantage. Sharply, very increasingly take advantage. And it's very, very dangerous. Finally, dangerous. Can be, you'll remember what was happening when Trump was in White House. For that, you investigated Trump, which already undeniably he committed treasons as no one, several treason. And next term, not Trump, there will another as Trump, aka Trump, aka Trump. Which result of that had impact to America, American leadership and world. NATO obsolete, United States leaving NATO, no doubt. And World War will occur. I plenty of time directly even called Joe Biden for that, particularly in Ukraine case. Overwhelmingly give to Ukraine what they need, no question, and enough quantity, needed quantity, no less. No delay, escalation, miscalculation. Their goal, Putin should remain in Ukraine until 2024. Rothschild and Co. planning to take back White House for launch big war. Biden not have intent leave NATO. But Trump and aka Trump very have that intent. And this means green light to big war. This will happen. What today happened, genocidal war in Europe, genocidal war in Middle East, part of the fueling this big war. Today, in today's position, in today, the opportunity, Putin understand his only chance, take back White House. Putin part of that. Behind scene, Rothschild and Co. continue collaborate with Putin. Even Netanyahu, of course, behind scene, continue collaborate with Putin. And such country can't be United States ally. Such authority can't be United States ally. Such authority, terrorist, fascist authority, can't be United States and allies countries ally. This grave mistake to America, but not too late. Joe Biden can revise all that sharply because time go away, election coming. Party establishment who backed genocide will reject it powerfully by these countries who backed genocide, by these countries, people, voters. This will happen in Britain, this will happen in France, in Germany, in Italy, and other countries who anyway backed Israeli genocide against Palestinians. Genocide means genocide. An International Criminal Court, Karim Khan, I call you more actively start do your job. Already there should be announcement. You already have enough fact what happened. Already there should be indictment against terrorist authority of Israel, Netanyahu and co, their names, Ben-Gvir, Smotrich, and this one name. They are Gallant, Herzog, and this who backed by Western countries. Sorry. There. Look, Nicola Perugini, Israel's Minister of Heritage, Eliyahu, quote, dropping an atomic bomb on Gaza is a possibility. Full extermination mode. Nicola Perugini replying to this tweet, which in Jewish, in Ivrit, and here in English. For what Perugini replying such form? For that, I reading. This headline from the Times of Israel. Newspaper. This Times of Israel. And there this minister, Eliyahu. Far-right minister, his words. Nuking Gaza is an option. Population should go to island or deserts. This is Netanyahu, official Netanyahu minister. International Criminal Court. Karim Khan. This, we should stop that. There should be immediately ceasefire. America can act, Joe Biden can and shall act for stop the genocide, and is only possible by ceasefire. Ceasefire, release of hostages, this, including from Israel side. Release of hostages means illegally holding arrested Palestinians, including children, without trial for years, held it in detention centers. They all should be freed. And others. This exchange should be happening as part of ceasefire. Ceasefire means ceasefire. And after that, international law should work. Hamas leaders who committed this terror attack will be indicted, and of course much more crime, terror attack committed, and before our eyes, genocide committed, Netanyahu and co. should be indicted. Already now, today, I call Karim Khan for that. There already should be enough fact-check docs for indictment. Particularly these years, previous prosecutor Fatou Bensouda, yeah. From this time, Karim Khan, all this fact check have on table. Use that tool. They're against Netanyahu, against Hamas too, but now, finally, I say. And people, what happened in the world? It's not only about Israel, Palestine, Russia, Ukraine, about Africa, where there are already several coups happening and will continue, can. And this also about China, Taiwan, and not only Taiwan. And all day eyed American White House, 2024, for launch, big war. But actually this happened today. Azerbaijan, Armenia too, Ilham Aliyev, I said that again, repeatedly saying, Putin's only truly ally, this Ilham Aliyev. Putin planning fuel war in this region too. Armenia, Azerbaijan, Armenia will attack from Azerbaijan side because Putler, what they are happening, this Putler all, not Ilham Aliyev, this Putler directly, Karabakh, they are what happened. This together with Putler and Putler plan and Putler green light and Putler's participation. Also Erdogan was participate in 2020 wartime. But main figure Putler. And after that, few months ago, also what happening in Khan Kendi and other cities of Karabakh, this also directly Putler. Ilham Aliyev, Putler puppet. And now Putler planning fuel war in region. Azerbaijan should and will attack because Putler attack Armenia and the blah blah, their territory, their military, their corridor. And Iran also announced they can't allow such plan for be allowed because their ties with Armenia will cut it. Putin, behind scene, Rothschild and Co., who created, means behind Israel. establishment of Israel state. And not only this about Israel. This is about system which rule the world. And they big crisis. They call it that not big war. They call it that big crisis. And they are, of course, directly it's about big war. Where billions should die, billions. Overpopulation, one of the goal means billions die. 3.5 billion people should remain, and that means 5 billion should die. Mainly in poor countries, mainly in Africa, Asia, mainly. But not only. This will affect very severely Europe, about Middle East, about Arab countries, about Turkish countries, Latin America, and United States of America. Outcome of big war, President Biden. United States will no longer exist. I said that previously, saying that again. United States will fall apart to 2 or 3 parts as outcome of this big war, which by any cost try launch Rothschild and Co., who ruled the world. Today, actually happening that. And who they, again I calling hurts people. Who they, this Rothschild and Co. Maybe many of you thinking, yes, this have, Chinghiz say this true and that true, but they secretly, seeing how they operate. But I seeing you also how they operating. For example, behind big banks, there's owners of big banks, owners of Wall Street, another word, and owners of fossil fuels, this Rothschild and Co. Means this Rothschild and Co. created climate crisis and continue increase. Why? Many of who fight in climate crisis thinking this about fossil fuel companies, their leaders. Not. They're doing that, participate, of course, by their hand, by their action. Rothschild and Co. doing that because they belong to Rothschild and Co. literally, financially, businessly. Different names, playbooks, schemes, money launderings, collapsing offshores, but mainly Rothschild and Co. Only 3 companies who owned to by Rothschild and Co. own approximately 90% of Wall Street. This BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard. Approximately 90% of Wall Street means world economy, plus minus. This is all Rothschild and Co. These 3 big, today is big. Before 2008, no was so big. No, was maybe. I don't know the history, no interesting such forum. I targeted main target and this right choice because Rothschild and Co. after 2008 financial blockbuster, this 3 company come to such power who behind 2008 are talking about that. And also behind John Kennedy's assassination, his brother's assassination, behind 9/11, there remain no true investigation what truly happened in 9/11. And same will about this Hamas attack against Israel. But already we knew Netanyahu knew. And there should be very serious and full investigation what there was. But I already said what there was and why. Believe me, true investigation will confirm what I said. No doubt. So, behind fossil fuel who? Rothschild and Co. Why they so aggressively any way continue increase the product, oil, gas, coal, continue increase carbon dioxide emissions, ignoring by pushing full button of full ignore of science and scientists. Climate crisis is death sentence to humanity. If humanity not will act, you will die. It's global genocide. You will die. As human beings, you will die. You're not able to adapt to new climate of planet Earth. Your physiology. Therefore. So, and climate crisis come to this level because Rothschild and Co. I mean, even today, they're ignoring science and scientists. And in climate crisis case, we're also seeing same position, how Western countries leaders, developed countries leaders, go full ignore. No serious action for stop climate crisis. Same in Israel case. Their genocide, they even aiding. Why? Rothschild and Co. In climate crisis case, their big fossil fuel should be stopped. They happen opposite, and same leaders doing nothing. Means doing something, but they knew this nothing. Playbook means nothing. Also sided with Rothschild and Co. order. So obvious will happen before your eyes. The same thing. And behind Putler who? Rothschild and Co. Without Rothschild and Co. back, Putler can't do such things. Particularly attack Western countries, America, American democratic institutions in 2016 and succeed. It's impossible. This not exist. This exists and will succeed because Rothschild and Co. behind scene aided, helped Putler. And he succeeded. And Trump was in White House. Trump Putler structure both into America. But behind scene, Rothschild and Co. who Putler before Rothschild and Co. Very small, little, weak, pathetic, and that's true. But They realized, Rothschild and Co., without Putler launch big war, not will happen. Not will happen. Therefore, Putler should remain in power. How he can remain in power if Putler will be removed from Ukraine? Huh? No chance. And this means Putler should remain in Ukraine until 2024 elections in America. These decisions, order of Rothschild and Co. And by schemes, playbooks, they're using that and watch at America. President Biden, his Pentagon, State Department, who they, State Department particular, Sullivan particular, in Ukraine case, Pentagon too. Schemes, not directly. Rothschild called Joe Biden, hey Joe, do that. Yes, yes sir. This not schemes, lobbyists, advisors, all there already. Rothschild and Co there as dome, they everywhere. Which candidate coming? But look, their Republican nominations, they understand Trump no chance, Trump not there. Means who? They already decided. We will see. And this means there should be on this person who have chance, good chance, and Rothschild and Co view, put them, if decided, in White House. On this nominee should be team, election campaign team, which later they can come to officials, Secretary of State, Attorney General, Pentagon Chief, Secretary Advisor, National Secretary Advisor, Vice President. The Rothschild and Co. acting this form already from start, who there should be, how schemes playbook working. I believe Blinken, Sullivan, by such schemes come into Biden campaign. And this is not about Biden. Again, this decade of years, centuries, how they controlled American political establishment, no matter Democrats or Republicans. World War, 5 billion will die. They planning use as tool climate crisis, which can and will kill billions. For them, this tool. They believe they will in comfort. Climate crisis not will seriously affect them. Big war not will seriously affect them. They fully will control all that. War means, but climate crisis, they not believe in climate crisis. They not believe in science, literally. They believe in Satan. Their true faith. What I say this all very crucially matter. Their faith also crucial for now. Rothschild and Co., who ruled the world, they faith to Satan, literally. They believe in Satan. They not believe in climate crisis as this can come and kill all people. Even planet Earth's atmosphere will can very seriously damaged, not only changed. You know, Rothschild and Co. this. And before your eyes, all that feelings happen for that reason. No wait from such condoms puppets as Netanyahu, as Rishi Sunaks, as others bile, fascists bile, they will reasonably act. No, wait. They puppet, they part of the system, they money to pockets, protection, immunity, impunity. This for them enough. Which order coming, they're using that. Not thinking about you. They blah blah about carbon capture for that reason. You not have time. Reality saying that their data already very near tipping point, even possible already starting. Means avalanche, very near. You broken 1.5 degrees Celsius, and if so, you're not will able to stop warming. No matter what you will do. Worldwide climate emergency as COVID-19 or emergency restriction, or you will use your technology, your even military for help aid because climate crisis disasters. Not will helpful. You will die. I know that exactly. But we remain have enough chance to stop all that. But political establishment not will do that. Al Gore talking about that too. One of part of his shortly there his interview speech, but I take only one, small part, but this important part. Earth Action Global tweeted, quote, "We can start the healing process." This is Al Gore. "We can find the political will to overcome this greedy, immoral opposition from the fossil fuel companies." And I said, you, of course, fossil fuel companies, but if we shall say truth, and we shall already time for that, who owner of these fossil fuel companies? Rothschild and Co. They greedy, they evil, Satan, aggressive, brutal, who rule the world. They this. Now video.
We can start the healing process. It'll take time, but we can halt the temperature increase and start turning in the right direction if we can find the political will to overcome this greedy, immoral opposition from the fossil fuel companies who are making so much money from continuing the destruction of humanity's future.
Again.
We can start the healing process. It'll take time, but we can halt the temperature increase and start turning in the right direction if we can find the political will to overcome this greedy, immoral opposition from the fossil fuel companies who are making so much money from continuing the destruction of humanity's future.
Greed and immoral, of course. They this. Satanic faith having same lifestyle. This all matter. Sodom Himorro lifestyle. This also very matter today. Now look at me, around me. Who controls me? Decades of years are full under control. Their conspiracy, countries, states, America, Russia, Azerbaijan from Russian side, this officially signed secret deal on me. I should be under control. Decades of years, each second. And United States ally sided with them. Putler appeasement mainly was for that reason to control me. And Ilham Aliyev directly controlled me. Both Putin, Ilham Aliyev, all state, scale, full, as you see, undeniable, fact check, confirmed, verified. All that İlham Aliyev authority, police and the generals to Sodom Himoro style, but by bomb crash Gestapo, terrorized, tortured me each second, keeping me under control, fully controlled me each my step, each step of my mind, where I try to go all control state, fully. My operation internet fully under their control. Oh, no way. Full control. They spend more than 200 with plus, 100 billions with plus dollar for keep me under control, for use against me the system, terror and torture. It's not about money spending to this banker, where high-profile specialists, among them, again, police and KGB generals, too, what you're seeing this day. And Israel, terrorist state, fascist authority, participated by Mossad, helping Ilham Aliyev, Mossad by high-techs, top secret high-techs, secretly done NSO Pegasus, which was used by Ilham Aliyev much more time than any other world leader, and country leader, worldwide. Means leader in the world. This Ilham Aliyev. Which leader used Pegasus? Number one, this Ilham Aliyev. Against me using much more highest text, high text than Pegasus. And this doing Israel Mossad by Netanyahu order. Netanyahu ordered that after Putler green light. Who behind saying continue today even aid, help Putler, Rothschild and Co. $200 billion, fully under control. Scale, how big scale? When I was in our side in Germany, in Western countries, they're obviously undeniable. I was in our side. They try to deny me because George W. Bush and Putler and Ilham Aliyev at Putler, their secret agreement. I should be stopped. My mission should be terminated. They failed and they deported me back to Azerbaijan. I call that death sentence. Before Western countries' eyes, this happened. Their Merkel, daytime. Their France president, daytime was Sarkozy. How they criminals, you today already know, undeniable. They are Berlusconi, immoral, greedy. Now he died, but he was this. she was this. Against me was conspired. And this part of this 200 billion money by Putler İlham Aliyev oligarchs schemes go to Western countries politicians' pockets for that reason too, mainly for that reason. I should be still under control. Decade of years. And all day, all Western country leaders, politicians, parliamentaries, banque not exist. This not İlham Aliyev, this not Putin, this not the authority. This democracy, Chinghiz this forum, everybody can influence his feelings to Chinghiz. Means these people. Exactly, they're talking about Azerbaijan people. These Azerbaijan people, all that Sodom Gomorrah in such forum as you're seeing, fully system, each second, high techs, banned weapons, electron weapons, sonic weapons, all using each second, each 10 minutes, this each in each second, no less than 100 in bunker, high profiles, specialists, fully equipped. They each 10 minutes replace one other, each time 100, 100. For keep fully this each second by bunker. And additional, this bunker allowed this, I call them Smiths, 1,000 Smiths, maximum 10,000, generally 5, 6,000, 90% of which İlham Aliyev police scale. And they propaganda, they caricature against me, show me as caricature to people. Important part of propaganda, they dirt, non-stop it for vividly. Dirt, attacking me, my brain, sleeping time, daytime. Oh, even today, now they try attack, as each time they did and doing. Same people who behind them, Rothschild and Co. They realized my mission can destroy the system, will replace the system, will free you, those people. And they decided, stop me, keep me under control, and try and kill me by this system, terror and torture. Means denying, continuation, denying, bank cannot exist, there are no system, blah, blah, blah. Or naturally, people, democracy, free mind, and try kill me, stop me. What? Netanyahu, Mossad, İlham Aliyev, Putin, trio. And behind them, Rothschild and Co. means British monarchy too, part of Rothschild and Co. 70 to 30%. They, my English, they part, owners part. As we, if you take as example, the shareholders, 70% Rothschild and Nies, 30% British monarch and Nies, who own this dome, which ruled the world. And guess me this, I'm talking about that, the same person. And you should finally realize in your mind, as people, what doing they against me? Doing and will do much more against you. 5 billion of you should die. How they tortured me. And look at Israel, what doing in Palestine. Look at Putin, what doing in Ukraine. Same persons. Realize finally. And so my mission for you, for which reason they using this all conspiracy, even states, America, Russia, etc., allies, keep him under control. And this top secret agreement. Which reason? They are more than $200 billion. Which reason? I should be under control each second. Why? Which reason? Because my mission from universe unity. So obvious, undeniably. Not be fooled. They fantasy, they technology means George Orwell style methods to black to black, white, mainly using technology because they media all distracting your mind from me, existence of me, try downplay my existence, my mission, which can't be. Evil empire, my mission end, Cold War, together with nations. How this can be denied? How this can be downplayed? Cold War, so dangerous period of your modern history. My mission end that. This country is freed, German reunification, all come true. And they try to deny that, downplay. Arab Springs was happening together with me. My mission did that together with Arab nations. Before your eyes, this happened. Again, they try to downplay that, try ignore that, deny that. And today, what are doing? Because climate crisis, because they big war plan, which obviously will finally kill you as people, because climate crisis. Who will fight climate crisis in wartime? Who will? Huh? Think about that. War, world war, and you fight climate crisis. For stop climate crisis. No way. You will die. Who they? I try said you again. What against me? Same against you. Earth people. Same persons. This Joe Biden promises against me seems that he lied to me. He and Kamala Harris. If so, it's very sad. We was one team. I even was hopeful this will continue. We as one team in next election. But Joe Biden will act in climate crisis. He understand what means climate crisis, and I'll show you this video where he literally in video saying that climate crisis is even frightening than nuclear war. Huh? But after that, nothing happened. There should be climate emergency. Nothing. Why? I try in this today Chinghiz Live said about that again. Because Rothschild and Co. who ruled the world blocked that, stopped that, distracted that, complicated that, all that using. But Joe Biden can, together with me, act. In Ukraine case too, finally act. Ukraine should remove Putin from Ukraine before 2024. This is possible, And Ukraine will do that, can do that, have power for that. Ukrainian people this. And Joe Biden should decide finally. And about Israel, I said, the genocide should stop it immediately. And Joe Biden shall do that. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now, immediately, fully. Ceasefire. Finally. Stop the genocide. Joe Biden. Or election coming. This should be matter, huh? This is not about who will be Democrats. Joe Biden, maybe Kamala Harris. This is not about individuals. We know if Trump or aka Trump, pro-Trump, will come, as David Carroll tweeted, democracy will end. This last year of democracy in America and in Western countries too means that. And this is real. This can happen because we know who they and they plan. And Joe Biden also all that no, he listened me too, but he have additional fact. I believe in that. Why he acting this way? Good question. There can't be a question because reality demand very bold action without questions. I say, today this, Earth people, I am Chinghiz together with you.